Just lay down. You stay laid down. My God. I've been here, y'all. I've been in the house for a while. Okay. I've been in the house for a minute. I just recently got settled in. So come on in, y'all. Please share this live. If you do not know how to share live, all you gotta do is go click on the share button and it's gonna say where you want to share it to. And if you have Facebook, share it to Facebook. If you have Twitter, share it to Twitter. If you have whatever you got, social media you got, share it to that site. That's how you share live. Anybody, everybody is eligible for sharing the live. Sharing the live helps support the channel. If you do, you don't support the channel, God got it covered anyway. So as long as God support it, it don't matter. But anyway, long story short, so Diamond wants to be a butt and tell me that I can't see my grandbaby because she mad because she owe me. At the end of the day, baby, she's going to need you before you. It's crazy because I miss my baby. I miss my grandbaby so much. I want to see her so bad. I miss her so much and I want to see her so bad. And it's like, as a grandmother, I see how guys be feeling that may wants to take care of their kids, but the mother get mad because the guy don't want to be with the kid and they just take him and run with him and don't want to see him no more. Like, that's sad. I shouldn't have to take you to court and stuff like that for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just sad. And I'm going to tell you this, God don't like ugly, girl, because you're not even living right. You don't even have a home for that baby. Like, you moving in with other people's, your family, all this type of stuff. You with people that ain't even treating you or your baby right. Like, your baby is in a bad environment right now, girlfriend. Like, you was a bad parent. You smoke weed. You smoke, baby. And you out here smoking and everything. Like, you not the best parent in the first place. To be honest with you, if you want to just kick it and talk about it. So you got nerve to say you don't want me, the person that was buying your baby stuff. You still calling your family, your brothers and sisters for money for milk. Who you laying up with? They ain't got no money for no milk. They ain't got no money for your baby no diapers. The baby daddy ain't got no money for no baby no diapers. His rich mama ain't got no money for no baby no diapers. They send the baby clothes all the time. They always send the baby clothes. They always send the baby these. They good with sending the baby clothes and stuff, but they not sending the baby diapers. They ain't sending the baby no milk. Like, how her priorities is messed up. She don't even know how to suction the baby nose when the baby get a cold. She don't know how to suction that baby nose. I did all the suction and everything. So I'm wondering, like, if this baby gets sick or get a cold, who gonna suction that baby nose? You have grandparents, right? I will go get them. I need to get the baby bad. I wish I could go get that baby. I just pray that God bring me her. I'm gonna pray for her hard because I Diamond need to know how it feels to keep the baby away from somebody. Like, I don't give a care what me and her going through. I know God would not allow. God would not is not happy with me having that baby ever since birth. I got that baby fat. I stayed up at night with that baby. Like I said, when she was on the side of us in my bed, high, the baby was just crying. Like, it's just like so much. I just keep remembering and replaying back in my head. Like, I wanted that baby crying all through the night. I wonder if she getting up through the night. I wonder if she, it's like a replay going, hey Ann, baby, how you doing, my love? Carmela Carmen, y'all, is in. So I know y'all be like, she always call a lady Ann out, but who is Ann? We don't see nobody coming at the name Ann. Carmela Carmen is in, y'all. It's a long story. Okay, the lane come back, go back, way back. Long story from Bigo. Long story. Uh, Thank you, Ann, baby. And it's crazy because I invested a lot and I did a lot. And like I said, I stood up at nighttime with that baby and God know I did. And I never did that baby wrong. And here you took that baby to somebody else's house, let somebody babysit the baby, and the baby seriously got scratches on it now. Who would scratch a 3-month-old baby? You was around people that's putting marks on a 3-year-old baby. Diamond is the devil. So you mean to tell me if somebody put any type of mark on my 3-month-old baby, I don't care if I can't fight. I'm gonna learn how to fight today. Baby, you gonna have to beat me or something. But baby, it's going down on God, on Jesus sandals. It's gonna go down. If I come home and find a scratch, I don't care if your dog did it. I don't care if your son did it. I don't care if it was a mistake. I don't care about none of that. If I come home and my baby got a scratch or mark, it's a mark. A mark or scratch, they said it was on the baby. My baby got any type of bruises, marks, or scratch at 3 months old, it's a whole problem. It's a whole problem. If I don't know how to fight, because Diamond cannot fight. We're gonna go there right now. She cannot. She ain't like her mama. She ain't inherit these hands. So she can't fight. But like I said, I can't fight or not. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try for miles. I don't care, girl. I'll be picking up me some chair, some mace, something. I'm gonna try for mine, and I'm gonna get in your face and let you know where did it come from. Where did it come from? Where I went to work and wasn't nothing on my baby. My baby 3 months old. Where did it come from? Oh, don't tell me she fall or none of that because she did. That means you won't watch her. Where did it come from? You still living with these people that put a mark on your baby. Diamond is dirty. For real. At this point, I think she need a wellness check done. I think a wellness check needs to be done with her. I do. Because you was dumb. That's stupid. Like, you really, really let somebody put a mark on your baby. You really, really sit there down. I don't want her around you. I don't want her around you. I don't want her around Shaniqua. Oh, I don't want Shaniqua kids hitting on the baby. Girl, them kids do not hit on that baby. Them kids don't touch that baby. And when your baby is around, I make that baby stay here with me. I be watching that baby. They do not touch that baby. And then, baby girl, while you was here with me and Shaniqua kids, your baby never ever got a mark, a scratch, nor bruise on it since you've been in my house living with that baby and these kids. All of a sudden, you leave my house, now the baby got a bruise, mark, scratch. It got hurt. Okay? And I'm concerned. I swear to God, that concerns me. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying to y'all just because I'm missing the baby. I'm not lying to y'all because I want to see the baby that bad. I'm not lying. Diamond know I'm telling the truth, and she needs to take a lie detector test to tell the truth. That why would you still be with somebody like that? Why would you be able with somebody? Why? I told Diamond. I said, Diamond, everybody cannot watch her because she cried. She's very, very spoiled. They won't understand her like you, Diamond. People out here on these drugs. People out here on these other level. They under depression. They will been snapped. You know what I'm saying? And that baby doesn't know that when she's crying that she's upsetting the sitter. She doesn't know she's crying that she's taking the sitter to the last end. She doesn't know that. You understand what I'm saying? So I said, well, Diamond, I told them, I said, I'll babysit the baby for free. I don't want my baby around you. Why? I treat that baby like a queen, like a little princess. Okay? There was nothing that I did not give to her. I sat up at nighttime with that baby. Even when she was crying, even when Diamond couldn't even deal with her some nights. She said, Mama, please, I can't take it no more. I went in there and got her and put her in here with me. You understand what I'm saying? I get up at night and talk to that baby. I'm the one told you what about that baby called Diamond. It's time to buy her a walker because she's not The baby, she's so used to being held. She don't want to stand. You know how you could hold a baby like this and they'll stand? She don't stand because she just let her legs go limp because she's so used to being held in the little baby bubble. You know what I'm saying? So she don't even try to stretch her legs to put strength in it. So I'm like, Diamond, you might need to get her a little walker or something. So Diamond went and got her a little walker. So get her a little, little plaything thing that, she can lay on the bed with, whatever, with the little toy stuff. She did that. She bought stuff for the baby. She buys the baby a lot of stuff, but buying the baby stuff and showing that baby love and quality time as a mother is two different things. I don't know what these young girls get that I'm buying my baby this, I'm buying my baby Gucci, Louis Vuitton, I'm buying my baby all this strollers, this and this and this, Maybach strollers and all that. That don't mean nothing. If you not putting in that time with that baby, that don't mean nothing. And like I said again, Diamond is one weak parent that I don't got no respect for, period. When I heard that my baby got scratched, marked up, or whatever by one of her friends, I have no respect. I better not find out what friend it is. I swear to God, I better not find out what friend it is. Because it's gonna be a problem. I better not find out what friend it is. I promise you. Because I don't play. Diamond play. But baby, Twerk T ain't never been scared. I'm from Detroit, baby. Yes, I'm from the heart of Detroit, baby. I'm talking about Joy Road, Livernois, 8 Mile, DeQuinda State Fair, Matt Bewick, nigga, 7 Mile. You hear me? Crash it, nigga. I'm from the pieces of the pieces, baby. I ain't never been scared, and I learned from the best. Never been scared of nobody, and never will. Every time I roll up out this house, baby, I'm strapped all the time. And I ain't just got one thing on me, baby. I'm ready. When I roll that vehicle's ready for full-blown war. War. It's not ready for a fight. It's ready for war. Everything, my car is equipped, baby. I pray every day that when the police stop me, they don't search that car. Because if they search that car, they might find something that might cost me. They got to go to jail. But baby, sometimes rolling around these streets, I be scared. So I have to make sure I'm extra ready. Periods. And I'm serious. I'm so serious. Don't think that I'm over here playing on this internet and I ain't protected. Baby, like I said, if you had to scratch my 3-month-old baby, woo-wee. Baby, you will be going to see the king. You will be going to see the king. Baby, if you scratched my 3-month-old baby girl, you probably wouldn't have woke up until next season. I would have made sure you would sleep for a little while. You wouldn't have woke up until next season. Baby, I'm just trying to tell you, I would have snapped, cracked, and I would just popped. If you had to do anything to my baby. I don't care if I don't know how to fight, baby. I would have sat in the corner and start negotiating on how to plan, how to take you down in a nice way. I would have took you down in silence, girl. If I couldn't come up with them hands like, I'd have came up another way and took you straight out the game in silence. You won't mess with nobody else 3-month-old child. You won't let nobody else 3-month-old child won't get marked up in your custody. That's sad. These people out here really sad. And you sat there letting somebody still stand with somebody do that. Girl, you dumb. The crazy part is that when you raise these kids, you don't even know how they're going to be. You don't know how they're going to turn out. You don't know if they're going to be ready for this world. You don't know if they can take this world. You don't know if they can handle this world. You don't know none of that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know none of that. And it's like, it's just sad. Then, I'm like, dang, sometimes I even like, Lord, why did I have to get this batch of kids? I mean, I know it's not good to say that, but I'm like, God gave me what he thought I deserved. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be thankful for it, but it's just like, they are some very like low vibration kids to me. These are some very low vibration kids. From Tammy on up on down the line. You know what I'm saying? They just doesn't listen. And they don't have, and it's crazy because they out here running out here with these wolves and they don't even have the strength that we got. They don't have that. They don't have that attitude. They don't have that spunk. They don't have that, oh my God, my feelings get hurt. So what, I'm gonna move on. I don't care about my feelings getting hurt, baby. When you was born into this world, you was born to get your feelings hurt. You just didn't know how bad you was gonna take it once they got hurt. But baby, let me tell you one thing. Growing up, I had to feel for myself all my life. Wasn't nobody there to feel for me. Growing up, I was the black sheep of the family, baby girl. Growing up, I was the one that everybody said that I wasn't gonna make it. And I was the one that everybody told me I was bad blood. They talked about me like a dog growing up, and I wasn't nothing but a baby. I wasn't like it in my blood family the day I was born, out my mama's womb. Them niggas came to the house and looked at me like, that ain't my sister. Why? Because my mother had me by another man that wasn't my brothers and sisters' dad. But the crazy part about it is that my brothers and sisters' dad is the one that raised me. That's whose name I go up under. I don't go up under my real daddy name. My mama raised me. My mama gave me her husband name, which was my sisters and them father name. And that's who raised me, was my sister and father. And they felt like, why she even here? Like, you shouldn't have had her. They used to torment my dad and all that. They used to call him names, try to spit on the man, everything. They just try to treat the man like a dog because they was mad. They was upset that my mom sat there and got pregnant with me and it wasn't with their dad. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, I was the most, just one that just like, we just can't take her. We can't tolerate her. You know what I'm saying? We don't like her. You know what I'm saying? So I had to grow up all by myself being not liked it. Okay? And as a kid, I can remember some of the times, the things that was done to me by my sisters and brothers and them that didn't like me. You know what I'm saying? But I had to sit there as a little child and pray and push through that storm by myself. Oh, mama, they don't like me. They like you. You know, a mother is in denial sometimes. Your mother don't want to believe your brothers and sisters like you. They don't want to believe that. Mom, they don't like me. They said this to me. They said mean things to me. They said bad to me. You know, they didn't feed me when you took me over their house. I didn't eat anything. What? Mm-mm. I'm so hungry. We're going to the kitchen to get something to eat. Hey, why don't you feed her? I did. I told her she could go in the kitchen, cook her something to eat. How you going to tell the 7-year-old to go in the kitchen, cook something to eat? You know what I'm saying? Like, really? And I'm like, dang, you really keep taking me over these people's houses. You know what I'm saying? And they don't like me. I'm like, mom, just leave me home alone. At this point, don't take me over there no more. I would eat bread and peanut butter and sugar sandwiches until you get back from wherever you got to go. Baby, at 7 years old, I was requesting to my mother to let me please stay home alone. I don't even want to go over there. And that's when I'm telling you, I found God at an early age. Because when they was mistreating me, my mom was taking me to church. And I didn't understand church until I got like 7 or 8. And I can remember vaguely when they was preaching and they was like praying. I used to watch my mama pray. I used to watch her read her Bible. I used to pay attention. Then I start asking questions. What's that you reading? Who is God? Can I read that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the beginning, you know what I'm saying? You know, heavens and earth and all that. I started at the beginning of the Bible, reading at a young age. You know what I'm saying? And at like 9 to 10, I knew the 23rd Psalms by heart. You know what I'm saying? I practiced that by heart, and I used to always see it because I was so happy that I knew it. You know what I'm saying? I had to find God at an early age because, baby, the way I was being treated, like I say, you got to be a cold-hearted person. to sit here and say, I don't like that baby because that's not my daddy baby. I mean that's we all got the same daddy. She don't got the same daddy as us. That's no, she's a half sister. She's not our real sister. Are you serious? Like that was crazy. You know, and I was always the black sheep of the family. Like, and that's why I wrote my book. I wrote my book. I wrote my own book. And like I say, there's a lot. Let me show you my book. There's a lot. I need to read this book to y'all. That's what I really need to do. I'm gonna see what I can find my book. Do I got my book up here somewhere? I wrote my own book, girl. Where did I put it at? I thought I put it up in here. I did. I don't know. Somebody stole my book. I don't know. Well, somebody stole my book. They must needed it. But yeah, I wrote my own book, y'all. And that's the reason why I wrote my own book. And anyway, I don't know. I gotta find it, but I wrote my own book. And my book is called Born Into an Unwanted Family. I'll tell you more. You can look it up. It's on Amazon. You can go to Amazon and pick it up. And actually, Amazon got it on special too. But I end up writing my own book. And my own book is it's real, it's true, and it's sad. But that's just the real deal. And like I tell my kids, I went through way worse than what y'all going through. And y'all over here telling me, oh Lord, help me, help me, help me. Baby, the God is only going to help you when he see you want to help yourself. Sometimes when you weak and you start breaking and you start going for your breaking point that you can't take no more, you really can't help yourself no more. You start losing the strength that God gave you. I learned that as a child. Crying ain't gonna help me. Because they don't like me, crying is not gonna help me. Feeling sorry for myself is not gonna help me. Thinking, oh, well, why was I born here? That's not gonna help me. I got to pray and ask God to tell me and lead me and give me the strength to do what I need to do to get by. I used to pray at night when I was young to get grown. I said, Lord, please let me get grown fast. Because I wanted to get out of there and never turn back. That's how bad I want to get grown. I want to get grown bad because I wanted to fend. I wanted to be more aggressive with my defense with my sisters and brothers than I was. Baby, my mom used to let my brother beat me so bad with a extension cord. I used to have webs all on my back. Like when I do something in school or something like that. And and the teacher said I did something or whatever, and I had to get a whooping. So instead of her whooping me, she would let my brother whip me. Why would you let this boy whip me? You know he don't like me. Girl, I had so many marks on my back. It was pathetic. All on my leg. Oh my God. I couldn't take a shower or a bath for days. I just washed up at the sink because it would burn. It would burn. A whole man whooping me. And that's my brother. And you know he don't like me. Why would you do that? You know? I used to question my mama. I used to question a lot of my mama raising me sometimes. I used to question a lot of stuff she did. Like, why? Like, did you like me? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you like me? You know what I'm saying? Because, and that's why right now today, that's why I'm like I am with my kids. That's why I'm so hard on them. That's why I'm so like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't never want nobody, especially my kids, to feel or go through what I had to go through. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. So that's why I feel like I always got to be the protector And what you said about my kid? What you said about my kid? Oh no, my kid didn't do it. Did you do that? You know what I'm saying? I talk to my kids, told my kids, if you did something, let me know. Let me know so I know how to take up for you. I ain't gonna put you on front in front of the person, but I will know how to take up for you a little bit better. So just be honest with me and let me know if you did it. You ain't gotta let me know up front. You can tell me later if you want to tell me later. But I always tell them be straight up with me because I'm gonna protect y'all and defend for y'all regardless. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a defense person for me when I was growing up. I didn't have nobody to defend me when I was growing up. And that's why I be so angry at my kids because I do everything in my power to defend these children. I go above and beyond, baby. Baby, I didn't fought gang members for these kids. I didn't did it. Oh, I didn't been through all type of, baby, I didn't been through all that, been through all that with my kids. You know what I'm saying? And I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Running up, trying to help them. You know what I'm saying? Fight battles that they got in that I figure like they might need help, but maybe they like my son's like, we don't need your help. We don't need your help. But baby, you might need my help. You know what I'm saying? I might could call somebody, pull a plug, pull a plug, pull a plug. You know what I'm saying? But and that's why I'm so be so mad at them when they do me wrong because I'm like, I never thought about doing y'all like that or wrong like that. I was always at a defense mode with every last one of my children. I was always at a defense mode with every last one of my kids. There's nobody can come into my house and tell my kid nothing. My kid is at home, whatever it's doing. If it break the glass off the table, that ain't none of your business. You can walk out the door. Don't you say nothing to my kid. You could talk to me and my kid if I go to your house, but this is our house and you're visiting. So don't tell my kid nothing. My kid want to run around and run up the curtains. I pay for this. And that's what I had to tell my friends now. You can leave. And I felt that I didn't want, I felt, and I knew my kids were bad. And I knew my kids were in their little grown up stages. I didn't even take them to my friend's house. Every time I went over to one of my girlfriend's house, I didn't have my kids. And they used to tell me like this, girl, did you got kids? You never bring those children when you come like, mm-mm. Because I see how y'all kids play. Her daughter, I sat and watch her daughter break the vase and blame it on her daughter. And y'all try to fight her because y'all thought her daughter broke it. And y'all make that girl pay for a vase and her son over here broke it. And they all getting high, but see, I don't get high. So I'm over here watching the observing stuff, looking, and I didn't see how the little kids is blaming another little kid, and and the adults now they high and stuff. They all let the girl throw like you gonna have to pay for my base. Your son broke, and I'm like, that's why my kid ain't coming up over here. Lies. You know what I'm saying? Kids not coming up over here. Like your house is not all that anyway. Your that base it was already cracked. So you want me to buy you a new vase? No, that my kid about to break stuff in my house. I'm not taking my kids to break nothing in nobody's house because they ain't coming. I swear to God. And you can ask Billy. Billy is my witness. My friends is my witness. They really know me. They ever see this video. They could tell you, baby, I never took my kids to my friend's house to visit. No, I did not. When I decided to go out there and visit my friends, I had a babysitter at home, my kids. Bill there, my sister there. Not my sister, but my mom might be there. Or my oldest son, my son's old enough, he could babysit, he'll be there. But my sisters and brothers didn't babysit my kids or helped me raise my kids growing up. I had did these kids. I raised these kids on my own by myself. Me and Bill. That was it. I didn't have help. Some of y'all might have help. I didn't have help. My kids have help and it pisses me off because they have help with their kids and they don't appreciate the help. Free help with their kids and they don't appreciate it. These is the most unappreciated kids these days I ever seen in my life. That's how you know this world is changing. That's how you know this world's coming to the end. Because these kids don't even know when you're being good to them. These kids don't know when you're being nice to them. These kids they don't care. They don't have no careness in the world. It's sad. I sat there, bought Tammy all those cars. 4, 5 cars I bought Tammy. And what she do? She didn't pay for none one of them. Bought her this car. She didn't pay for that car. Like that's sad. You know? And then when and it's crazy because when they reap what they sow, look what's going on now. They can't take it. They be ready just to throw the whole towel in. They can't take karma. You know? Me, myself, and I got to deal with it. I just be like, oh Lord, okay, I think this is karma coming back to me. You know, I just got to buckle down and pray it on now. Pray God have mercy on my soul while the karma is hitting. You know, but I try not to do bad or do people wrong or do wrong by people so I won't have to reach karma. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have no name. It comes to everybody. And sometimes karma will skip you and go to your kid. It'll skip you sometime and go straight to the children. So, like I say, I've been trying and I've been trying to do the best I can for these kids. I've been trying to make sure my kids got. I've been trying to make sure my kids have. Baby, I don't smoke no dope. I don't do no drugs. I didn't raise my kids around other men's. I didn't let no man come inside my home with my children. I never opened the door and let no men come and just sit in my home. Baby, I didn't even hardly let no family member men's come in my house and sit. I'm like, no, let's go to your house. Let's go, let's have a party at your house. We're not having a party at my house. I'll be there, but my kids ain't coming. I didn't even let my kids go around my family adults. Okay? I did not let my kids go around. I don't know if you're gonna look at my kid. I don't trust nobody. I always had a trust issue ever since I was a little girl. I don't know if that's what God built and instilled it to me, or I just don't understand how it came and where it came about. But I don't trust nothing. Blood or not, I don't trust anything. And like I said, if it's a family gathering, my kids ain't going. I stop by there for a minute. But I'm not babysitter at home with my kids. And I never left my kids with nobody that I felt that was dominant, or just hung on over control. No, you can't watch my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some real type of stuff, I'm gonna lie to y'all. Jesus did more watching my kids than anybody. I ain't gonna lie. I'm old school. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Jesus watched them more than anybody in real life. Okay? One day I went somewhere. I think I went to work. Me and my girlfriend was working. I went to work and she said, who at home with your kids? I said, Jesus. She said, you lied. I said, no, girl, I called him, got him on the main line. He came through. She said, you lied. She said, what you talking about? She thought I was playing. I said, girl, let me tell you what I did. I sat them kids down. I fed them. I talked to them. My oldest son was like 6, 7 years old. I had already talked to him. I already did the stranger danger stuff with him. I already did the tests with him. We opened up the door for people. I already did everything. We did smoke alarm tests, how to evacuate the house. We did everything when he was 4 years old. Okay? So at 7 years old, it's time for you to buckle down. Because you and Jesus is about to be the head of this house. Because I got to go to work. You hear me? He said, I hear you, Mama. I said, somebody knock on that door, what you gonna do? He said, I'm gonna run in the back and hide and take my little brother with me. I said, go up the back stairs, look out the window, and see what it is. If it's a car, write it down. The make, the model, the picture, the color, anything. Get your piece of paper right down for me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I have to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? But don't never look out the downstairs windows. You know what I'm saying? I show him how to peek out the upstairs windows. We did have to peek out the upstairs windows. You know what I'm saying? But don't make no noise. Stay quiet. He did that. He did that. Case of mercy, somebody bust the door down. He know 911. Call him. You know what I'm saying? I did that. I went to work. And I said, I asked Jesus, well, I'm going to work, Lord. I need you here with me. He said, I'm there. I said, okay, I'm out of here. And I did fine. Nobody never knew. They grown now. They grown. They 30, 29. But you see how smart I was. I taught them. I taught my 4 year. I taught my 28-year-old son. I taught him how to cook at 4 years old. Sure did. That boy used to have a little stool, and I had him to prep the stuff up with me and everything. And right now, guess what he is? A chef. Right now today, he's a chef. That boy was cooking at 4. At 9 years old, he was making Thanksgiving for us. All by himself. He'd make the turkey, the chitlins, the dressings, the macaroni and cheese, the potato salad, the green beans, the ham hocks. He would make all of that by himself at 7 years old. He was cooking a whole Thanksgiving meal at 7, a turkey. He was cooking all of that, ham, all of that. He was cooking a whole table of Thanksgiving meal by himself. My family could not believe it. They was like, this is unbelievable. They said, how did you do that? I said, I worked with him. I taught him. I trained him. I trained him. Taught him. And he was willing to learn. That's what was something he wanted to know. Right now, he's a chef. He can cook his butt off. That way can cook. When I tell you he can cook, he can cook. Yeah. At 4 years old, I was training him. We all we had. We all we had. I ain't got nobody, I ain't got no cousins, brothers, stuff like that to go over and take my kid. You think my family watch my kids for me? No. You think my family care about my kids? No. And I kept telling my kids start growing. I said, baby, this family don't like y'all. They said, why? I said, they don't like y'all because of me. They don't like me. So they don't like y'all. And some of my kids was like, oh, you just tripping. They had to find the hard way. And Tammy was one of them. Tammy was one of them. Tammy was one of them. She was the first person that found out the hard way. Called herself leaving, running away. She ran on my sister's house, and they treated her like a slave. They made her wash, oh my God, a whole bunch of dirty clothes. The room was full of dirty clothes. They made her clean up. They would just they would eat stuff and just throw it on the floor and make her clean up like a maid. And she got tired of it. And said, Mama, I'm tired of cleaning. They just throw stuff around. It's so nasty. I just can't. She said, Mama, much as I keep trying to clean out washing clothes, they just throwing more and they piling more dirty clothes, and I'm trying to wash their clothes. I said, well, Tammy, they ain't got nothing to do with me. You decide to run away from my house. Don't talk to me about their problems, their business, because I don't care about their household. Oh, you want to hear some more? So, Tammy started slacking up on doing the laundry. So now, guess what? They went to go eat, went to go buy them stuff to eat, bring stuff in. They didn't have anything for Tammy to eat. Tammy said, I'm hungry. I want to eat. They said, go in the cabinet, warm me up some beans. Eat the beans. Oh, but they were eating KFC, Church's Chicken, restaurant food, all type of food from restaurant, ribs, potato salad. You know, they was eating good. They told Tammy, you can't have none of this. Go warm up a can of beans out the cabinet. All that work she done done for y'all, all them clothes she done washed, all that food she picked up off the floor to put in the garbage because y'all was eating, throwing your trash and your food, everything on the floor. All that mopping and sweeping she had to do in these rooms. And y'all steady messing them up as she do it. And she couldn't get a meal. The next day after that, that's when Tammy came knocking at the door with all her stuff and said she was ready to come home and obey me. She said, I'm ready to obey. I said, really? She said, I'm ready to obey. So, it must have been a little tough. Yeah, because I told you, stupid. They don't like me. They don't like you. They don't care nothing about you, honey. They only just want to use what they can use you for. And that's labor. They don't like you. All my kids had to find out the hard way. And they came back and said, Mama, you're right. They don't like us. I told you they don't like us, stupid. They don't like you because they never liked me. Anything that was a part of me or came out of me, they refused it too, stupid. How they gonna just like y'all and they never liked me? Y'all are part of me. Fool. And it's crazy because my kids, well, not all of them, like they was just like question me. And they would question me and question me. And I would tell them, and they would question me. My kids questioned me for years. Why this family never liked them. Or why they treat them like they're the outcast. Why they treat them bold. Why they treat them dirty. Why they treat them like they hate them. And they never did anything to them. My kids, even though my family doesn't like my kids are still respectful to them. My kids, when my sister had cancer. She got cancer, but she's in a readmission now. But she was real sick. She was weak. She was down. She was out. And none of her kids, they didn't know how to cook or anything like that. So she asked my son to come over there and cook for her, and he did. And he cooked, he cleaned her house, and he came over there and he stayed with her. He took care of her until she got her strength back, even though he wasn't like it. He stayed there with her, cooked for her, cooked greens for her, everything, cooked nutrition foods for her and everything. He helped her get her strength back. What she do? Made him feel unwanted after that. He just moved out. Make the nigga feel unwanted. He like, that's crazy, mom. I just try to help her. He said it's crazy because the love I have in my heart for the respect because that's still my auntie. I don't know why would I have to be treated like that. I said, well, just give it to God, son. Just take that L, give it to God. Because every L you take, God go put it into a win. Is that how you do win? God go put it to the win. Okay, I take an L for the win. So that's just it. I just tell them that, How are you doing today, lady beautiful? Hey, how you doing? See, me and my siblings do believe and have. We brothers and sisters. Everybody should be believing have. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it don't matter if you have or not. Baby, you brothers and sisters. You came out the same mother, you came out the same daddy. Either way it go, you're running the same genes. There's no such thing of have. I don't separate my kids with have. Um, 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 my other three kids is half with Shaniqua now. But they never ever try to treat them differently. They try to get a bond with them. You know what I'm saying? They just try to get a bond with them. And like I say, my kids got older. They got these streets. And I'm gonna tell you, when they got to high school, that's when I really lost my kids because high school taught them how to do drugs. High school taught them how to have sex. High school taught them how to have babies. High school taught them how they don't have to go to school no more. High school taught them how to skip. High school taught them people in high school taught them so much bad things that they were coming home with. And I'm like, oh my God. So the school system, well, I did not, was not, it's the children that was inside the school system, I should say. The children inside the school system were bad, and they made my kids go bad. So, my kids started being around people in the neighborhood that would smoke dope. So, they'll start smoking stuff with them and stuff. I like dope. I'm not just, I'm saying marijuana. They'll smoke that stuff like that, and then they start smoking stuff like that, and everything is just one thing led to another. You know, that's when I had to work, and that was my job. I was working like crazy. I was doing 16 hours just back at the bed. I was overworking myself so bad when I was working at that job, and I hated that job. I hated that job with a passion. But that job that I had, I worked there for 6 years in the medical field, and I was a manager. And that's how I ended up leaving that job and becoming independent, working for myself, because I knew I couldn't listen to nobody else, no more rules and regulations. And in the job, they were doing illegal things, like they were offing people, they was taking lives, they was actually taking these people's life, and I couldn't sleep at night. It was like it was like I was a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't sleep at night no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh Lord Jesus. I just sat there. I'm like, did you? They said, shut up. I said, but they said, don't you talk, do no more talking. I said, what? They told me when the parents come to check on their loved ones, I can't tell them what happened. What? That's the guardian. What do you mean I can't? We got it. We'll tell them. Because they knew. I said, baby, this is some crooked stuff going on up in this company. Baby, the higher you get up in them companies, the more you see. See, when you just a regular little peon, they don't show you nothing. You don't see nothing because you're a peon. When you start getting up to being supervisor, manager, and all this type of stuff, them positions, you see stuff you ain't supposed to be seeing, or you see stuff like, oh my God, this is unethical. I don't want no parts of this. You understand what I'm saying? But hey, that's another story. So I ain't gonna go up into that, but because that's a long story. But I end up suing them. And I end up winning the lawsuit. And I end up putting charges on the job for neglect. I end up reporting the job for neglect, and the state came out. The state investigated, and the state found out I was telling the truth. So they did cite the company and told them that they get one more violation, they would have to shut the whole thing down. So at that point, they was gunning to fire me, and they did that because I told. But I knew I was gonna lose my job. You know what I'm saying? I was already ready and prepared because I had to lose the job before I could sue them anyway. So I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I knew that I lost the job off of retaliation. It was retaliation against me because I reported neglect on about them to the state, and they got in trouble. So at that point, they was like, "We done with her. We done. She got to go." And when they fired me, I sued them, and I won the lawsuit. Sure did. I won a lawsuit. Um, and they had got charges put on them for neglect, and they got on probation. And they said one more charge within the next 6 months to a year, they will have to shut that home down. So it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy how everything went down. Like I said, it's a whole nother story because that's a long story. But that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, God just wouldn't let me sleep at night without me telling. So I had to tell. I couldn't sleep at night knowing that I knew what I knew. So it was like I was a part of it. And I wasn't. It's just like, I don't know. I just did what God told me to do, and God told me that you're gonna lose the job, and I had loved that job, and God said you're gonna lose the job. I said I don't care, I got to. He said you're gonna have to lose the job. I said I don't care, Lord. I will lose the job. I will lose it. I don't care. I don't want to be there anyway. They doing that. I don't want to be a part of that because they on some demon time. I don't want to be a part of that demon time stuff they're doing because that's gonna come back and bite them one day. So at that point, I had made means with myself. I had to depart myself away from that job and be prepared for leaving, and I did. So I left peacefully with the big fat check. But they said I wasn't going to win. The boss, the area manager, whatever, the big lady and stuff, the boss that was over me, she said, "You're not gonna win no lawsuit against us." She said, "We don't pay people to sit down and sit at home." She said, "You know how people try to sue us and then they go through. You know how people try to do anything to report us and nothing happened." I thought, "Oh, I'm different." And she told me that. And when she had to come in that thing to give her statement when he was going to court, she had to come give her statement. When she was out at the courtroom, I said, "You said I can't sue." You said I wasn't winning. This win looking very good for me right now. I mean, I'm doing my this win. This win looking very good for me right now. I said I'll be waiting on my check. I was pissed. I was pissed. Not because they had to pay me the money to sit down. They was pissed because they had to pay me the money because I was black. Good night, everybody. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. That's like I said again, that's another story. Maybe tomorrow y'all can remind me about it. I can sit down and tell you guys that story and whatever about how it all happened, how it all unfolded, everything, because it's a long story. That's not a short story. It's a long story. It might have two parts too, but um, it's a long story. But like I said, I don't know if you guys want to hear the story or not. But I can't tell it to you tonight because I'm sleeping. I gotta go to bed. But just know, when it comes to recipient rights and when it comes to the state and when it comes to abuse, I know all the rules and regulations and the laws, and I don't play about it. I really don't. I don't play about it. For some reason, God picked me to say, "Hey, Tanya, this is you. You can do this, but you need to report this." And I did what God said do, and I do what God said do, and I did the right thing. Even though I lost the job, I did the right thing because, like I said, I'm not selling my life and my soul for nobody. Never that. Not for no job or nobody. But I'll see you guys later tomorrow. Tap in if you want me to tell you about the job story down below. Just say I want to hear about the job story. Tell us, or something like that. I get enough people say tell me about it. I'll tell you tomorrow. I'm not, then I'm not gonna tell you about it. But I'll see you guys later. Pray for you. I'm praying for y'all. Make sure y'all keep Tammy out prayers. She do need a lot of prayers right now. So don't forget to pray for her and those children. I pray that my grandbabies are doing well. I haven't talked to them, but I pray that they are all well. So I want to tell y'all, just make sure you do keep Tammy into your prayers. And I want to say good night. Y'all like and subscribe to this channel down below. And I'll be back tomorrow.